Enjoy Fitness 43, and today we're going to be doing a weighted workout. You're going to need a chair and a wall, a couple weights, and some water for this workout. So let's get ready to work out. We're going to start with our 5-minute warm-up. So gather all your belongings and let's just get ready to go. So let's warm up. So let's just start by rotating our body and letting our hands flap against our body, just kind of to warm up those body parts that are on the inside and to get ourselves ready to move. And just keep rotating, feet of course flat on the floor, and we'll get those heels up here in a second to do more of a rotation. Just a couple more seconds. Okay, so let's take those arms up and then we're going to rotate from side to side. Big rotation with those heels up. Good. We're reaching up, trying to grab something off of the shelf. That's it. Going from side to side. So today we're going to do a fun little workout. We're going to do 15 minutes of a no repeat workout. And then we're going to do 3 different little supersets where we'll only do 2 sets of each of the exercises. All right, we're going to do some mini squats here. So we're just going to go up and down, just warm up those knees a little bit. Good. Messing up my hair. Already worked out, so everything's all sweaty already, sorry. That's it, just a little mini squats. Okay, let's kick the high knee. So try to get that heel all the way up. Warm up those knees a little bit more. More of a bend in the knee. Do your best you can. Try to get that heel all the way to your backside. Oops, too close. Good job. Okay, let's just do some side bends here. Nice and easy. So you notice I'm not sticking my hip out. I'm just using that torso, dropping that shoulder from side to side. I'll move those hips here in a second to warm up that waistline. Right now I'm just warming up through that rib cage. Okay, now we're going to move the hips around. Woo. Round in a big circle, like I'm stirring a pot. Going all the way through the ankles there. And then we go the other way. Round and around. Stirring the pot through the waistline there. Good. Okay, now my arms are going to just wave from side to side. Feeling this all the way through my spine. Neck, spine. Through the bottom of my feet. Good job. Arms out, rotate the wrists. And the other way. Okay, feet together a little bit, and like I'm a skier and I'm trying to get up or downhill or through the forest. Skiing along. Little bend in the knee, pressing the arms back. Good job, keep going, almost there. A few more movements. Okay, we're going to do a front back lunge, so I need to move up a little bit, okay? So we're going to go front and then back. Just a little step, front and back. Using the same leg over and over. So we're trying to make sure you step in front of the shoulder and behind the shoulder. Don't cross over like you're doing a curtsy. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. Front and back. Little balance check here. Front and back lunge. Good. Use those arms a little bit to help. Let's do one more. Okay, now let's warm up the calves by just lifting the heel little by little. side to side. Don't push it too hard, just gentle, dropping the ear towards the shoulder. And then let's just shake it out. All right, there's our 5 minutes. Let's just move this off to the side so we don't accidentally step on it. Give yourself a drink of water, and then let's get ready to move. So we're going to be using all of this all at the same time. So we've got to make sure that we don't accidentally hit those weights. So I'm going to tuck my water under my chair as my weights are going to go under my chair too. Okay, I'm going to slide my chair over just a little bit so that you can see me. Now I'm going to do a lot of moving stuff around, all right? So we're going to start with a chair squat. So let me make sure my timer is set. Change it just a little bit. There we go, now it's better. All right, so we're going to do 15 seconds of rest in between. So first thing you get to do is you get to sit in your chair. So we're going to sit in our chair for the first one, and then we're going to stand up. So we're going to be doing chair squats. So if you are good at sitting or standing, you can put your feet right across from each other, and we're just going to sit and stand, okay? If you have trouble sitting and standing, I want you to put your stronger leg close to you and stand up through that stronger leg. If you want your weaker leg to become stronger, and maybe you have arms on your chair, then you can put your weaker leg close to you and push up through the arms of your chair. Okay, don't reach out in front of you and try to push. Use those arms on your chair and put that weaker leg close to you. And then use those arms of your chair to help you push up, okay? And have that weaker leg close to you so that you can use that weaker leg to get a little bit stronger, alrighty? Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some wall push-ups. So we're going to put those arms on the wall, shoulder height. We're going to step away from the wall so that we have some space to come towards the wall. And we're just going to lean in towards the wall, bending those elbows. Nose goes towards the wall. It doesn't need to touch it. We're just going to bend those elbows. We're going to try to keep a nice flat back. We're going to make sure that our tushy doesn't come out, okay? Let's have a nice flat back. Go ahead, lift those heels up off the floor, coming up on the ball of our foot as we do those push-ups. Get to feel that through the back and through the chest and even through the abs. Good push up there. Make sure you're breathing. There you go. And then our wall push-ups are done. Okay, we're going to do our abs. So we're going to stand up and we're going to go knee to elbow. So make sure you're away from your chair. And we're going to do a standing knee to elbow. We're going to do the outside, okay? We're not going to cross over. So it's not like a bicycle. More like a marionette. Now, right now I'm just lifting that knee up, touching my elbow. You can also tip over and get just a little bit more while you're doing your standing knee to elbow, okay? Just a little tap from side to side, okay? Standing knee to elbow. And as you can see, I'm not really hitting my knee, I'm hitting my quad, top of my thigh, side to side. You can go faster if you want to. All right, our next one is going to be a side leg raise. So I'm going to stand next to the wall, or you can hold on to your chair, whichever one is good for you. And we're going to do a standing leg raise, okay? So here we go, standing leg raise. And now we're going to switch to the other side. And with the rest of our time, we're going to do a little wall sit. chair tricep dip. All right, so you're gonna bring your hands to the side of the chair, and we're gonna do this with our knees bent so that everybody can do it. If you're really strong, you can straighten your legs. And we're just gonna go down a little, so you don't have to drop yourself all the way down and back up, okay? We're just gonna go down a little and come back up so that you don't over torque your shoulders, okay? And you're using your legs to help you stay stable, and you're brushing your back up against the side, the back of the, or the edge of the chair, so you're not too far away from the edge of the chair, again, protecting your shoulders. And you go down, breathe, come back up. And we're trying not to go super fast. There we go, triceps, good. All right, so now we're gonna do a wall side bend, okay? So we're gonna cross the outside leg over, place the hand on the wall, okay? And we're about 18 inches from the wall, and we're gonna reach over and come back. Reach over. I want to feel that stretch all the way through your side. Reach over. And we're gonna do the whole 45 seconds on one side, and then we're gonna turn around and do the whole 45 seconds on the other side, okay? Reach over. That's good. Keep going. You got it. Nice job. Perfect. Now we're going to go shake it out. Turn around. Hand on the wall. Cross the outside leg over. You can rest your elbow if that feels okay. Otherwise, you just place your hand on the wall. Outside arm is going to get ready, and we're going to reach. So you have to make sure you're far enough away from the wall that you have to reach to touch the wall. It's going to come over. Okay, so if you can't get over and touch, say your ear towards your bicep, if you need to go out front, you can do that too. Okay, or you just reach up as high as you can, and maybe you'll get that stretch through that waistline, okay? But the further you reach up, the more you're gonna get it through that waistline. Nice, good stretch, working all those oblique muscles. Think about your breathing, because yes, that breathing does matter. All right, so from there, we're going to do a reverse lunge, alrighty? So make sure you're away from that wall and your feet are shoulder width apart. We're gonna alternate going back. We're gonna keep our weight in front, okay? So we're just tapping back. And with a lunge, we have a straight leg, okay? We're not doing a split squat where we bend the knee. This is a split squat, okay? Where we drop the knee. We're doing a reverse lunge, because that's going to work the high knee just a little bit differently. So let's do that reverse lunge. And we keep our weight in our quads. We're just doing a tiny step back. Just a little tap, okay? Good. Good, all right. So we're gonna do some arm circles. We're gonna take our arms out to the sides. Our thumbs are gonna be up. And we're gonna do little tiny rotations and circles, okay? Soft knees, don't press those knees back. Soft knees, tummy's pulled in, but you're breathing. So see my tiny circles? Not great big circles. I want tiny circles. Nice little arm circles, because that's going to work the top of the shoulders and through the biceps. Okay? Lots of tension there. I'm going backwards with my circles. Round and round, going backwards. Good. Keep going. We're almost there. It's tough. Your hands get really heavy, don't they? Now imagine that would be if you're holding some weights. You don't need to hold weights. You can do this all without weights. Whew, okay, so there's our arm circles. Okay, so we're going to do a chair Russian twist. So we're gonna sit in our chair. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, feet together. You're gonna squeeze your knees together. You're gonna put your hands together, and we're just gonna go back and forth, okay? Pretty quick. Keep those knees locked together if you can. Try not to open them. That's kind of part of the magic for this, because that's gonna ignite those lower abs while we're doing the obliques at the same time. And it's also gonna help get those upper abs going at the same time. So we're doing a lot of work right here, especially if you keep those lower abs locked together. Okay. Good job. Keep going. Okay, almost there. Keep those knees together. Ooh, I know that's hard. All right, so from our Russian twist, we're gonna do some pistol squats. Okay, so pistol squats aren't easy to do. So pistol squats, 1 foot, and we're gonna try to keep this foot up, and we're gonna come up. So if you have arms on your chair, try not to cheat by pushing up, and we're just gonna come up on 1 foot. So we try not to drop the other foot on the floor, but if you need to help yourself get up, totally understand. This is what I call my good leg. So I'm just pressing up on my right foot. Can you see that? Pressing up on my right foot, not letting my left foot come down. And so I have my chair up against the wall because it wants to slide. I'm gonna have to, I'm knocking over my water. Woo. I'm looking where I don't need to. And I'm gonna have to move my weights on the next one. Yes. All right, so let me get these out of the way. And now I'm gonna do my left foot here. So this is where I might need a little help because my left leg's not as strong as my right leg. So you might see my heel touch a little bit, especially for balance. Because those pistol squats are killers. Boy, I just really feel it through my quad and my hip on this one compared to my right leg. So we have that good side, that bad side. And if I had arms on my chair, I'd be using them now, I'll tell you. But it's good to work things separately so that we find our weaknesses and we work them. I should be doing this one every day on this side. Make it stronger. All right. That went by quickly, thank goodness. Okay, so we're gonna do L pushback. So we're gonna stand for this one, just for fun. So we're gonna do an L, or stick up. And we're just gonna do a pushback. Okay, soft knees, and push back. So we're gonna work that chest and that back at the same time. Nice little pushback. Good job. Try to keep those elbows high, so don't start dropping them down here. Keep them shoulder height-ish, okay? And you don't need to be going in and out. You can just do that little pushback right there. We're trying to just target that chest. You should be able to feel it right there. Underarm fat. That's what we like to call it, bra fat. Chest fat, you get that little pooch. That's the one, okay? All right, so we're gonna go to wall hip touches, okay? So this is, we're gonna do, it's like if you were doing a plank on your elbows, okay? You're gonna come out here, and we're just gonna rotate from side to side. So you're not really touching your hip on the wall. You're just kind of imagining, and you're just kind of rotating on your tippy toes from side to side. You know, you do the best you can. This is a big rotation for your spine and through your hips. Try not to drop your head. You don't need to look down at what your toes are doing. Just kind of look at the wall. You don't need to watch your hips. Just feel them rotate from side to side. So this is a really good one. If you can do a plank, then you would do that one on the floor too. Okay, so this is a toe touch. So I'm gonna move my chair so you can see, and this is the last, should be the last, of all the things that we're doing. Okay, and you're going to try to just tap the chair, okay? Getting that foot up nice and high, and just doing a gentle tap on the top of the chair. Try not to push it away, because you're just doing a tap, okay? And use those arms from side to side. Whoop. Try not to tip over. Hold on to the wall if you need to. Okay? Working those hip flexors. Maybe you're not used to bringing those feet up that high, but this is going to help you work through those hip flexors that work up into those lower abs. It's going to help you get upstairs to help keep you from falling when you go outside and you walk, okay? You're going to get used to bringing those legs up. All right, so that was our 15, and we're going to get a drink of water, and I'm going to move this chair out of the way now, and we're going to get our weights out next. All righty, so let's get our drink of water. And we're going to do some 6-minute workouts. So this workout's going to go by pretty fast. Let me take the timer down to 6, and let's get ready to do our 6-minute workouts. And let's see what our first one is. Okay, we're going to do an alternating overhead press. So depending on how your shoulders are will depend on how high you can lift this weight over your head. But we're doing one weight at a time. So your weights can be anywhere from a 1 pound to a 20, depending on how strong you are. And we're just gonna overhead press it. Our knees are soft, okay? You don't have your knees pushed back. And we're just lifting over your head. You can go halfway and only go halfway. If you have one good shoulder and one bad shoulder, do me a favor and don't have a 1 pound weight in one hand and a 10 pound weight in the other hand. Do 1 pound weights in both hands. We always work with the weight of the weaker shoulder. We don't want to have a big giant arm in one side and just the weaker side have the lighter weight. You need to work with the lighter weight. Okay, with that, we're going to do we're going to do a split squat, alrighty? So let's do a split squat. So remember, a reverse lunge, this is our split squat. So we're going to do an alternating split squat. And we have our weights in our hands. I can't look at you and do this, so I'll have to turn around. Okay, so now you know, you're bending the knee this time and going behind. You are not going to curtsy. We'll curtsy later. But right now we're just going straight behind, thinking foot goes behind shoulder. It does not cross over. And we drop at the knee. How far you drop at the knee depends on your knees and how you feel. Some days maybe you can drop that knee almost all the way to the ground. And that's great. And maybe some days you can only drop it a little, and that's fine too. Okay, so now we're going to do an ab exercise, and we're going to do good old-fashioned side bends from side to side. So bend those knees, roll the shoulders down and back, and get ready to do alternating side bends. Okay, here we go, side bends. So with the side bend, just like in our warm-up, we're only going to move the torso. We're not going to stick the hips out from side to side. We're going to make that upper body do all the work from the rib cage up, okay? We're not going to be sticking the hip out from side to side. We're going to target those obliques, deepen that muscle, so we can cinch you in nice and tight in that corset to get that nice little dent to give you a small waistline. All ab exercises work, but the way you see your abs is to eat right in the kitchen. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to do all of those exercises one more time. That's it. Just one more time. So we're doing 2 sets of everything. So we're gonna bring those weights back up. We're gonna hold them here and we're gonna alternate. Okay, remember how high you lift that weight is up to you. Soft knees, breathe. So you can see my breathing pattern, but of course I'm talking the whole time, so my breathing pattern is not gonna be the same as yours. But you're concentrating on what you're doing. So you're lifting and lowering that weight with your breath, keeping an eye on your posture, making sure you're not bowing your back, and making sure you're lifting through your weight. So I have, people ask me about my fingers, and I have straight fingers. You can have curled fingers around your weight. When I have lighter weights, I have a tendency to open my hands more, and it's just one of those things I do. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for that split squat. Remember, we're gonna step behind our shoulder and bend the knee. These aren't super fast because you want to be able to do a really good rep. Form first. Think about what your knees are saying to you and your quads, especially if you have heavier weights. Takes a little bit longer to do the rep because you are moving that weight. Takes your body a little bit longer to get up and down. Good. Feel it through the top of the leg. Feels good. All right, last one, side bends. Okay, set those legs, roll the shoulders down and back. Pull the tummy in, but we never hold our breath. We're always breathing. Make sure your feet are happy where they're at, and we're gonna side bend. Again, moving the torso, moving that upper body from the rib cage over and up. Good. Side to side. Make sure you're breathing, even though this is a little quicker movement. Excellent. Can you get a little bit deeper in that side bend? Slow it down a little bit. All right, so that's all of them. Okay, I'm gonna put my weights on the chair and get a drink of water, and then we're gonna get ready for our next 3. All right, so we're gonna get ready for a bicep curl. And we're gonna be doing a curtsy with pulse, and then we're gonna take it into a 1, 2, 3 knee, so it'll only be 1 weight for that one. All right, so if you need more rest, then you need to pause me right now because we're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna do a bicep curl, but we're gonna add a compound movement to it. So we're gonna do 2 bicep curls in 1. So knees set, remember, soft knees. So we're gonna do a hammer curl, turn it to a bicep curl. So a hammer curl, bicep curl. So we get 2 curls in 1 here. Good. Nice. So if you have heavier weights, you know you're going, ooh, this one's tough. Try not to swing your body. You don't want to be doing this, okay? Then your weight's too heavy. Slow it down, keep your body steady, plant those feet into the ground, use your abs to stabilize you, okay? So now we're gonna do a curtsy with a little pulse in it. So we're just gonna keep those weights to our side. We're gonna start with that right leg and take it behind us. Sorry, there was a yawn there. Okay, here, pulse, pulse, take it up. Pulse, pulse, take it up. So we just cross behind us, do a double pulse. Good. So this one gets deep into the hip. Good. Strong hips are important for our stabilization, centering our body, keeping us balanced. Making sure we stay upright while we do this movement. So take your time. Okay, I gotta finish that one. All right, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 knee. It's gonna stay. All right, so we're gonna use one weight for this. So go ahead and put one weight down. So we've done this movement 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, you notice we're lifting the knee. So we're using our obliques and we're lifting that knee up to get the lower abs, which is like a double whammy when we're doing our ab exercises. So get a good rhythm going there. Good job. I like this one. It's a little quicker. All right, now we're going to start all over. We're going to do each one of those one more time. All right, soft knees, good posture. And we're going to do it again. So hammer curl, bicep curl, hammer curl, bicep curl. I hope you can see the imagery in that hammer curl. Looks like you're hitting a hammer. Good. And of course, you don't have to, what's nice about time is that it's a long time. So if you have heavier weights, and say you can't get through the whole time, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to. You get 8 to 10 reps in this time, then you're getting plenty of reps in, and you can rest the rest of the time. Don't think you have to keep moving for the whole 45 seconds. You do not, because 8 reps is plenty for a set, especially if you have heavy weights. We're just worried about form, making sure you're doing it right. Okay, here we go, curtsy, little pulse up. Good. So I always use a timer because on camera, just because I talk the whole time and try to keep you distracted from what you're doing, make you think about what you're doing, and doing it right. Because form is more important than how fast you're going. So don't think about, ooh, am I doing it fast enough? Am I getting enough reps in? It's how well you're doing the rep. Okay, one weight down, okay? Get yourself ready for your 1, 2, 3 knee. And you don't need to be going at the exact speed that I am. Maybe you are quicker than me. So just remember that. Maybe you need to take it a little bit slower because you have a heavier weight. So if you have a heavier weight, you're going to be slower. You just have to watch that form. So everyone's going to look a little bit different. Maybe you're eating a bowl of cereal and you're just watching. You know, sometimes it's good to watch the whole thing and then do the workout. That's really good too. So everyone's different. Okay, there's set 2. Okay, we're almost done with this workout. We only have one more set to go. Okay, so get your drink of water. One more set. So we're going to do a row with a fly for our back. And we're going to do a side lunge with a knee up. And then we're going to do a march with a dip. So it also has one weight for our abs. version must be it. All right, again, if you need more time, pause, and then start when you're ready. So this is the last set. Okay, so my legs are gonna be a little bit closer together. I'm gonna bend at the knees, and I'm gonna bend at the hips a little bit so that I'm bent over just a little bit. Notice my back is nice and flat. Weights are down. Row, and then fly. Row, and fly. So again, a little double whammy there. Compound movement to get my back, because we're only doing 2 rounds of this exercise, of these exercises, should I say. And I have lighter weights, so I'm trying to get everything I can with this small group of exercises. You know, when you're older, it's short and sweet. You know, you do a short and high intensity workout. So we're trying to get as much as we can with the shorter, more high intensity workout. Okay, so we're gonna do a side lunge with a knee up. So I'm gonna go to the right first. Nice side lunge. So I'm gonna take the weights to the floor with my foot. So floor, and then that knee's gonna come up. I'm gonna stay on this side for just a minute. I'm gonna do 4 on this side. And now I'm gonna switch sides. Ready? And trade sides. And trade sides. Side. Oh, that was it. That was good. Okay. We'll see if I can do that next time. Okay, so now we're going to do a march. So now we're going to set the weight down. And the weight's actually going to start up. So we're going to go down, down, side, side. Down, down, side, side. Down, down, side. That's it. So to the legs, and then to the side of the legs. That's good. Almost there. Row, fly. And I think I'll face this way this time. Knees, back, hinge, and then we're going to row. You're going to let them just rest. Hang here, and then fly. Good job. All right. Okay, so now we're doing our side lunge with our knee up. 4, 4, 4, 4. If we can get it, if I can keep up with that pace, we'll see. Okay, here we go. Other side. So close. If 2 weights is too much, you can always put 1 weight down. Okay, made it. Oh, just in time. Okay. This one was a doozy. I didn't realize how much this one was going to be when I said, oh, let's do this one. I thought, that doesn't look too hard. But now I'm like, whoo. This one's pretty good. But it's our last one, right? So we can do this one. Breathe. Knees up. Almost there. And that's it. All right, good job. Okay, get yourself a drink of water. Last bit. Perfect. Okay, we're going to take our 5 minutes and cool down. Let me grab my timer. Okay, that little bit at the end definitely was worth it, wasn't it? All right, let's go ahead and take our arms back, one arm at a time. Okay, hands behind back. And so your fingers are touching, okay? And what we're doing is just take a little bit of a back bend here. So we're trying not to stick our hips way out like this. Okay, we're trying to go back by. Just let that back sink as far as you can comfortably. And then we're gonna slide the hands down, the tush, just around the top of the knee. So we don't want that heart to go below our head would go below the heart right now. And we're just gonna stick the tush out. Nice flat back again, so no roundy back. Flat back. And then let's roll ourselves back up. Very good. Arms up over the head. Very good. Hands behind. Interlace your fingers. Chin and chest up. Soft knees. So, breathing. Okay, and we're going to release the hands. Bring the hands in front. Interlace the fingers. Turn them around. And we're going to drop the chin a little bit, pull in the belly. We're going to breathe through the top of the back. Good. Just take your time. Slowing down the heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, we're going to bring the arms up just as high as you're comfortable. We're going to release the arms. Okay, and bring them back down. Big circle. Grab onto the elbows. I gotta move this. Grab onto those elbows. Okay, and we're just gonna lift the chin up. We're just kind of pushing those shoulders back a little bit. Standing up tall, soft knees. Don't push those knees back on you. Chin's parallel with the floor. You can see that. Parallel with the floor, not dropping my chin. It's up. Inhale, exhale, release the arms. Good. Okay, so we're going to cross right leg over left, and we're going to do a nice little side bend. Again, if that's too much, you can bring the arm in front, and that's fine. This just gives it a little bit more weight through the waistline, but listen to your shoulders. And inhale, exhale, let's bring it down. Now we're gonna do the same thing the other way. We're gonna leave the legs. And we're gonna push with this hand to get this hip out. Good. And bring it back. Okay, now we're going to switch the legs. use the same hand. Go over, and remember, if it ever hurts, we bring the shoulder down. Otherwise, we're going to hold it up. And we're going to bring it back. And now we take that first hand over, and now we're going to push, push, and get through that hip. Very nice. And bring it up. All right, so now we're going to take nice steps through, up and back. So weights up front, but we're going to press all the way through to heel. Did you hear that little crack? So the weight stays up here, but press through. Good. A couple more times. And you're going to come up, and we're just going to alternate heels, back and forth. Good, and we're going to take the hips and go round and round a couple times. Not too big. Back around the other way. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and then back out. Let's drop the knees this time. Not huge. Again, drop. And back out. And then we're going to shake it out. All right, so that is our workout for today. I hope you liked it. That's almost, let's see what my timer says. I think it says 47 minutes. So that's about 45 minutes long for our workout. So that's about 3 miles if you're counting miles for minutes. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.